Say again.
Put your head between your knees.
Dr. Grant, my dear Dr. Sattler, welcome.
Hey, welcome to a design tutorial. We are going to do an effect today, basically just making bubble letters. To make it more interesting and lively looking, I'd like us to make it on a concrete or brick background. So, we're making a new file, make sure it's in print, make sure it's A4, and make sure it's landscape. Once we do that, we're going to create it. I'm probably going to name it first. I'm going to name it Bubble Writing number 1, just because. Sweet. Create. Right. Now you are going to want to click and drag an image. I've already got an image of a brick wall, so I'm going to click and drag that over here. And then I'm going to zoom out and resize it. If you can't see the navigate, sorry, all my stuff is a bit of a mess at the moment. If you can't see your navigator, go to Window and then go to Navigator. It's one of the most helpful tools I have, I reckon. Just resize that so it's filling the canvas, and then find your Layers tab. Once you find your Layers tab, I want you to create a new layer, and we're going to call that Type. Then we are going to do some writing. So I'm going to lock that layer so I don't accidentally click on it. I'm going to click and drag a text box and write the words bubblegum. You can choose whatever words you want, doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose bubblegum. Make it a bit bigger. Actually, I'm going to do it all in caps lock, I think. So all in capital letters, I reckon that'll look better. Again, it's up to you how you do it. Then I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to choose a font that reflects bubblegum a bit more. So like a bubbly font. You can probably choose whatever, but the effect we're looking at is inflate today, so we'll make it look more bulgy. So a bubbly font will probably be the best kind of choice. Then I'm going to make it a bit bigger. I'm going to resize it so it's all fitting on one. Then I'm going to change, actually right click and click Create Outline. Then I'm going to change the color to a light pink color, like a bubblegum. I think that's, sorry, my editing thing was stuffing around here a little bit. So I changed it to a light pink. Then because we created the outline, each individual shape is its own thing, so we can actually stretch and warp it a bit, even though it's a text. So it's actually created all little anchor points around there, so that's cool. To make it a different shape, we're going to use the pencil tool, so it's on the left-hand side, it looks like a pencil. And what you can do is actually, you can highlight one of the letters and click an anchor point, and then draw a shape, and it'll add a shape to the letter, basically. When you're drawing these shapes, it's important that you start at an anchor point and end at an anchor point, otherwise there can be some issues. So what I'm doing is I'm just drawing some little blops and like little melty bubblegum bits, just to add a bit of, make it look interesting. See there, I didn't connect it to an anchor point, so it didn't work. So I started at an anchor point, finished at an anchor point, and then it worked. Excellent. You don't need to do this. I just think it adds to the effect and makes it look a bit cooler. Yep, so a couple more melty bits. Yeah. Then I'll select all of it, keep it grouped, go up to Effect, go down to 3D and materials and go to inflate. Then we have to wait for a sec. My computer just handled it, so give it a go and see if your computer can do it. See, instantly making it 3D. It has a light source and some shadow. It makes it go out a little bit. So we're going to increase the depth a little bit, which again extrudes it a little bit more. Probably have to wait for it to load for a sec. Cool, so it came out a little bit more. Then I'm going to go down to perspective and make that shift a little bit too, so it comes out even further a little bit. Not too much though. Again, everything you tweak here, you have to wait. If you did have a really high spec computer, it will run faster. But yeah. Then I want you to click on lighting and click the little square with the dots. Again, waiting after that. And then I'd like you to click shadows, and this creates, well, like a shadow on the letters, which makes it more realistic, I reckon. Again, waiting for that to be done. Cool. Waiting. Nice. They're instantly making it look more real, really. Cool. So I'm pretty happy with that. You can draw your own shapes and then use the inflate effect. So you can draw your own shapes with the pen tool and use the inflate effect. I'm just moving it to the center a little bit more, goes out a little bit. And then I'm just saving my work. So I'm just going to save as.